All right. Oh, my voice. Oh, my God. How's it going, everyone? All right, let's let people know. Yo, 4 minutes. Sorry I'm late a minute. I apologize for that. Let's let people know that I'm live right now. We got a lot of good stuff coming today. All right. Yo, Gerardiel, how's it going, man? Welcome, welcome. So I was late for one reason, and that reason is that I don't know why I can't put the screenshot, the slideshow over here. Like, why is it showing on the other screen? Let's see if I can do it on the other one. It's still the same. Display settings? Oh, there you go. Okay. You guys, I don't know how to do tech stuff, I guess. How's it going, guys, though? Looks like the melon market is on. Yeah, I was trying to figure that out on PowerPoint. I was like, huh, why is it not working? And then found out why it wasn't working. Tide of Unity. All right, let's get all the good stuff out of the way. Bad stuff out of the way, I mean. During stronghold battles in Lost Kingdom, you can dispatch standby troops to rallies in garrison. When a combat troop in rally garrison is defeated, it will automatically be replaced by a standby troop. Okay, this is good. And the combat bonus, I think this was what I needed, right? Yeah, that was what I was trying to get at. Because it gives you field attack damage bonus, even though it's not working for a rally or garrison. But I'll choose that later. I don't want to mess this up. Personal directives. Because we have a pass opening coming up very soon, guys. We have a pass opening coming up very soon. It actually should be tomorrow, probably. I think the Chronicles has not been passed yet, so yeah. In 15 hours, guys, 15 hours, I'm gonna go into battle, which is kind of crazy. So tomorrow, 14 UTC pass 4 openings happening. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and stay tuned for that. I'll do a little video recording later today on the stream, going over everything that I have prepared for the KVK and the pass 4 opening. So we'll go ahead and do that later today. But let's go ahead and get all the regular stuff out of the way. Oh my god, all blue. What are the odds of that happening? My King's End opens tomorrow, alright? Congratulations. I don't know if it has something to congratulate, but good luck, man. Good luck. I wish that you do win. I wish that you do win. 100%, man. Alright, let's do another 5. Okay. Trash. Let's do one more. Let's do another 50. And then after this, it's usually worthless. Alright, let's see. What else can we do? I might have enough for me to reroll my armament a little bit. But I'll go over that in a later part of the video. Let's do the sign-in spoils. Okay, this is good. How do I get out of it? Okay, here. Desert Tracks. I can do 3 more spins. Let's do that. Let's just get that out of the way. 2. Look at that. Unlucky today, unlucky. I got the cake at least. 2 more? Alright. Got some coins. I don't know where I will use it. I'll get the legendary commander sculpture. I think that will be the fun stuff. And ties I'll choose later. I think this is the only one that makes sense. Outriders, which will give me field troop damage bonus when outside of the Alliance territory. And all the other ones doesn't really make sense for me. When one of your troop is battling against enemy troop with 300% units more units remaining than itself, the number of sebums. Yeah, I don't think that. I think that's more for swarming, and then this is more for resurrection for Hall of Heroes, which is not what we were looking for at the end of the day. Hey Taimon, how's it going, man? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I am doing awesome. Hey Nur Hayat, Haidayat. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. I hope I am. Welcome, welcome, man. Alright, do I have everything that I need from the Heroes Welcome? Let's just get all the relevant stuff out of the way. Oh, I might need this. There you go. Alright, what else do I need? Oh. Okay, training. Oh, I do need to get some of the quests in. So let's go ahead and do that. Wait. I should have waited. Let's restart this. Because when the battle starts for tomorrow, we might have a chance to claim some of those legendary bastions. When will your event video release? What do you mean? I don't know if I'm following. Are you talking about the video that I did yesterday? It's probably gonna release tonight or tomorrow. It's probably gonna release tonight or tomorrow for the YSG maxing. The title will be YSG Expertise. I already finished recording and editing it tonight already. I just didn't post it yet because I already posted a video earlier today, so didn't want to bombard you all with all those notifications is all. Alright, let's see. I do not have Mountain Warfare yet. It's gonna happen in 3 hours. I might want to do a Car's Bone Whistle. Let's go ahead and do that, actually. Because I don't think I have everything maxed out for the efficiency of those, so might as well get all of this out of the way. Ooh, and Zenith of Power event should be up, right? Where's the Zenith of Power event? There you go. Zenith of Power event. And good luck for those of you who are going for a Zenith of Power event, guys. Gaming with you, yo, how's it going, man? Okay, we still have that earn 1 million points for the 5 gold heads, so that's not bad. Do I have any training one? If I do, I might actually go ahead and do one of them. I don't. Okay. I might still need to finish the training regardless, because I think today's when this challenges for the weekly stuff resets, right? Oh, it was resetting yesterday. Okay, cool. So I need to do a lot of those quests so that I get the bonus. It looks like I didn't know yesterday, so I kind of screwed this up. But everything is doable if I have enough gems for the Lost Canyon stuff. Nature's Gift and Kahars I'm about to do right now. Unstoppable. I think I might be able to, I might be fine. Okay, let's go ahead and do the Kahars for it now. Let's send out YSG and Qin Shi Huang while I spawn all those. I also want to have the anniversary cake up. Is there anyone else who's doing the anniversary cake? Okay. Those chest collections are kind of fun, not gonna lie to you. Sano Babo, I know. Sano is Babo. Do you have anything else? Okay, that's cool. Let's see. Let's check this one again. Okay. I don't think we have anything else. Let's just go ahead and spawn more cars. I'm gonna leave one and do everything else. Because just in case I do get a quest from the legendary bastions. Alright. Ay, ay, ay. It's hectic that I'm trying to get ready for the KVK pass for opening while I'm also trying to do content. But we'll get the homeworks out of the way and then we'll go ahead and get right to the content. How about that, guys? The KVK is a little more important. Uh-oh. Let's hope that this can chain. All right. Let's get everything out of the way, guys. I think that's it for all the Kahars I'm missing. Oh, I need to renew my 30-day gem supply soon. I'll probably do that later. Not today, though, but later down the road. All right. Get some of those stuff in. Okay, now I need 17 more barbarians, which should be no problem. Bar force, so that will give me what, 230? And then I do need to find a way for me to challenge 25 opponents in Lost Canyon. I might need to gem that. Okay. It is what it is. Is there anyone else who's running Bar Force? I would love to just join the Allies Bar Force too. If they have any. Alright guys, sorry about that. I think I need to get right to the contents. But first things first, guys. First things first. Okay, so that's enough for me to do 4 rerolls. Let's go ahead and see if that will get me a good roll on my legendary armament that I got for my rally. Once I do have Mountain Warfare, I think it will be a little bit easier for me to kind of showcase everything though. Let's see if we get anything from Delta. Let's go. Unlucky all around. That's fine. I didn't expect much from that. Alright, so for those of you who are watching today's stream, there's 2 parts of this stream. One of it is actually me going over everything that I need to go over for the pass for opening. As you guys can see, I have new updates that I made from my previous video where I actually did an update on my account as well as all my marches for KVK. So I'll give an update on that. You guys can see that I did craft some good gears for my Baichi and all that good stuff. So we'll go ahead and see if we can actually showcase that for the one part of the video. And the other part of the video, other part of the stream, is going to be us doing something very new, which is going to be the complete event guide. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at each and every event that is on Rise of Kingdoms right now. And we're going to take a look at it from the perspective of, okay, so is this event even worth it and all that good stuff. And how often they show up and all that stuff. So, and kind of give a little bit of valuation and importance value out of them so that people who are starting off Rise of Kingdoms can watch that video and then be like, hey, like, these are the events that maybe I should be doing as a new player and all that fun stuff. So yeah, so that's what we have planned for the stream. So, am I joining the Zenith? No, I am not joining the Zenith right now. The reason for that is because I don't have resources and speed ups. I barely have speed ups for me to fight in the next upcoming KVK. Is my honest evaluation of myself. And I already have Zenith Power Skin. I have a 15% cavalry health one. So that's all you need if you want a cavalry rally lead, in my opinion. So, yeah. I don't need 16% attack for me at this very moment. So, which kingdom am I from? I'm currently in 2939. And we are low A or high B, depending on the KVK that we're matched in. On hero score we're A, but I don't know. People are calling that we are B, like our leadership, not outside kingdoms. Our leadership's calling ourselves B, so I'm not too sure which one's right. But I don't mind either way. It doesn't really change much. We're not Imperium at the end of the day. We're A or B. Doesn't really matter. We're here to have some good fights. Hey, Fausto, how's it going, man? Welcome, welcome. All right. I think that might be good enough for... Yeah, the barbarians. I do need a lot more bar force, though. So that's going to be the most challenging of them all for me. Okay, let's see if we can join that. Our King's Rally. It's a little far, though. Oof. Wait, hold on. Maybe I need to just... Maybe I need to teleport to where they are. I thought this is where we were supposed to be. Where are they at? Oh, they're all at the... They're all at the passes, aren't they? Nope, they're not at the passes. Where are they? What are we doing here? Anyways, let's go ahead and recall our troops so that we can join their rallies. I do need 5 of them, so let's just go ahead and get all that out of the way so that I don't fall behind against other rally or garrison leagues. Okay, let's do the Lost Canyon as much as we can, though. It does suck that I did miss yesterday's chances. And I'm just gonna attack anyone. Like, it doesn't really matter. If I lose, I lose. It doesn't really matter. Oh, I won. Okay, cool. Because I don't need to buy all those chances today. It's gonna cost me a lot of gems for no reason. But I need to get through all the gem events cleared out, so... Hey Johnny, how's it going, man? Welcome, welcome. No, I didn't mean to win that, but okay. Right now, I don't really care about wins or loses, because, like, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get all the challenge attempts out of the way. It got so expensive. So I can finish all the quests. Is there going to be an event guide today? Yes, there will be an event guide today. It will be towards the end of the stream, though. Which is going to be in like... It's going to start in like 30-40 minutes is what I'm trying to say. We're going to have an account overview of my preparation for the Pass 4 opening soon. So we're going to have a mixture of that and the event guide today. It's going to be fun, though. Am I going for Zenith? No, I'm not going for Zenith. I don't have speed ups on this account. How much speed ups do I have? I probably have like 200 days. Yeah, 227 days. There is no way I'm going to win Zenith the Power skin. It is what it is, but hey. Hey, I already have one. Doesn't matter. I wanna, but anything for Gem Rush. But I don't know what to buy. Huh. You don't know about I don't know what you're saying, Johnny. Can you retype what you said? I think there was some typos that is hard to kind of read it and understand it at first glance. All right. Let's go ahead and lose all this. Ouch. Okay, but I do need it all the way down to 23, so it's fine. Let's try out all those lower tier guys, though. Okay, I can win those guys on the bottom. Cool story. Okay, 18th place. Let's work from the bottom because it's gonna be boring me just losing to everyone else. Okay, that was a loss. 15th place? I don't know about this. Okay, last one. I got about 4 years in a low D seed. Should I push? It depends, right? It doesn't really matter about your kingdom. It's really about the cluster that you're in, right? Is all the kingdoms in your cluster D seed, then I think you can, maybe, if you have enough T4s trained up. But otherwise, I wouldn't be able to recommend that you actually go for it. Is my honest feedback on that. Okay, cool. So I had just one more quest, which is gonna be Barbarian Force. And I'm gonna go ahead and fly over to here, where I'm right next to NHT and all the other fun people. And then join their rallies. Oh no, I missed our King's rally. Okay, let's get all the rallies in, guys. Where's everyone else at? Okay, those are some good rewards. Let's go ahead and see if I get something here. 20. 5. 40 points. I still need a lot for the legendary one that I have here. Okay. Alright, guys. Start off some rallies, guys. 29, 39. I'll ask the team. Sorry, my spacebar didn't work. I want to buy Gem Rush, but I got no clue what to buy. The Gem Rush, you mean like this one right here? The one that's... And this is Epic Glory. Which one was Gem Rush? I forgot what it was. I thought this was Gem Rush. Am I wrong? I think they're just calling it differently, right? I'll say the Moonlight Zephyrs, the new event one. Not that one that I just showed you, but the Master of Dunes, this is actually not too bad. So if you want to try that, that would be not too bad. So outside of that, I'll say the dailies are always good options. So you can buy those. You can always refresh your 30-day gem supply so that you don't have to spend $10 when there is no benefit. Oh, its name is Gem Rush for you. Oh yeah, because you're a younger kingdom, I see. Musa, I was lucky to get a crit on my leadership boost, but then I did it for archers instead of infantry. Is that a big mistake? No, you're not cooked. All you gotta do though, what you gotta do is you gotta run the same set that I have right now, which is leadership boost and pens. Leadership for archers there's two ways that you can do this. One is you use leadership gloves and dragon breath boost, or you use leadership boosts and then dragon breath gloves. I did it the way that you would do, and this gives you a lot more health. The only downside of it is that if you actually get to iconic 5 for for the leadership gloves. It does have actual combat boost on the iconic 5 size, so it does give you a little bit more buff if you actually get it all the way. But most people are not going to get it all the way, and also at the same time, it does give you a little bit more tankiness, so that's the downside, but I think it's okay. I think whatever you did is fine. Liu Che isn't in dailies for Season of Conquest, right? I thought Liu Che is in dailies for Season of Conquest. Let's find out. Liu Che should be in dailies. He's an old commander. Maybe he's not. Wait, hold on. We don't have Liu Che in dailies? Interesting, we don't have Liu Che. Wait, no. There's no way. There's Liu Che. Yeah, there's Liu Che. Yeah, you have Liu Che in the dailies. Yeah, I was like, what? I remember seeing Liu Che before. But yeah, there is Liu Che. 30-day gem supply don't count for the gem rush, I don't think. 30-day gem supply does count towards the gem rush, on at least on my side of things. So I would say, yeah, it does work. Yeah, I need some bar force rallies. And let's see. So all I need is actually get this all the way to level 10, get this to level 5, and then get special concoctions to unlock the all damage reductions. I also do need leadership to level 10, and then leadership number 1 to level 5 when I get mountain warfare. So still got a long way to go, but I have no idea what they're talking about. Okay. Why don't I push max expansion? Max expansion, I will push max expansion. Yeah. I just didn't level that up first. I just didn't do it first, basically. I will get it before the pass for opening. So, don't worry, man. Don't worry. I am kind of wondering where everyone is at with the amount of crystals that they spent so far. Let's ask the team though. So I'm at 41 million. Okay. Where's everyone at with total crystals spent? I do want to find out. Okay, I think once I do finish this though. I hope I'm not behind. There's no way. I haven't missed anything that would be put me behind though. That would be kind of weird. Yeah, new one has 3 million rally. 3 million rally in new tech is actually not that difficult. It's just that it's the matter of what you push first, right? I could have just not done these and then push for the leadership 1 and 2. We do need to ask the leader where he's at though. Oh, do we not have Tiger here? Huh. Interesting. How many flux coins does it cost for you to buy all daily special offer? I think 30. I think 30 is what you need. I should have enough though. I didn't miss anything, that's why I'm like not too worried, but okay, let's push this out first. Okay. Ooh, I need the Swift to level 10 first too. Okay. Got it. The leader's at 48 million? Okay. So I'm at 43 right now, I think. Yeah, I'm 43.3 right now. Okay, so I'm not too behind. I bet she bought everything for until today. Do you live stream today? I'm doing it right now. All right. Is there anything else that I missed though? I don't think so. Oh yeah, I'm missing the. Yeah, I'm missing the fort rallies right now. So most likely. Yeah, once I'm done with these, I think I'll be fine. Because these give you what? 110,000. So these give you like 900,000 crystals. Do you want Swarm Pass? Yeah, I messed up the pass swarming last time, so I'm not gonna do it this time. But let's actually get this, guys. I don't want everyone to fall behind on this, so because of my rally and garrison is not on par. So let's go ahead and get the $35 bundle for today. I think it will kind of get me about 1 million-ish. I don't want people to suffer because of my incompetence. I'm a little worried that I am slightly behind our king, so let's go ahead and get that. Okay, got the Conqueror's Will all the way maxed out. That'll give me about 1 million. Okay. All right, and then let's see. See if we can get that to level 10. Okay, we can. Level 3 here. There you go. We have this unlocked. And that's how far that you can go? Really? That's as far as you can go? The swift marching and all that. Okay. Well, let's find out. I will need the mountain warfare for me to finish all that then. Let's get the leadership out of the way then. And I just need to max this one out. And yeah, I think I'm in a good shape. Not too worried there. Okay. My worries are gone. Okay, I'm gonna actually turn off the music real quick. And I'm gonna start recording, guys. Alright. Let's go ahead and review our account before passport opening. Let me just go ahead and do one last one though. All right. Let's go ahead and get that recording in, guys. What's going on? Welcome back to the Musa Game here, and today, as we are live, for those of you who are watching this from a video later today or later tomorrow, we are actually looking ahead at a passport opening that is actually happening in very soon. In 15 hours or so. No, 14 hours. I can't do math today. 14 hours. So today I'm going to actually go ahead and take a look at everything that I have for my account in preparation for this KVK's fight. The biggest fight that's going to happen for the passport opening. Now, I usually don't do this before I actually go into passport fighting, just because of the fact that I already done this once before I started the KVK. But there were some exciting updates that I made for my accounts and my marches during the past couple weeks. You guys who have actually followed me throughout the live streams will know. So let's just go ahead and take a look, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look. Now, let's start off by taking a look at my main rally, Arthur Pendragon. Now, obviously, he will be running as Attila Subutai rally. For those of you who are not familiar with how I actually run these, let me go ahead and make my avatar smaller, and also at the same time on the field I'll be using him as Arthur Pendragon and Arthur Philip combo. And during when I do get my artifact, I'm most likely gonna use him with Arthur Liu Che combo. And here's what I have for him. I have full Iconic 5, full Talented gear, as you guys can see. And this is my Rally and Garrison gear right here. And this is probably one of the best gears that you can possibly make in Rise of Kingdoms. And, you know, I have it. So, yeah. So, I think you guys, if you guys watched and stay tuned for my live streams, you guys would probably already know I have the best gear for Arthur. And for my armament, guys, this is where I made the most amount of changes. And you guys can see that I now have straight to the point with special inscription. Now, previously I had 2 legendary inscriptions with 1 iron wall on the scroll section, because I didn't want to use destructive for the first scroll, because it just doesn't really work well with Rally and Garrison. It just doesn't work well actually at all. So I have Iron Wall, which will give me 1.5% less normal damage taken for anything that I go against, especially efficient against Gorigo Tokugawa rally garrisons, because they do smite damage, which gets reduced down by the normal damage reduction. So this is really good. 3.5% attack is maxed out. 3.3% defense is almost maxed out, and then health needs work. But then again, this is temporary equipment, temporary armor that I have until I actually move over to Delta, where I actually do have almost maxed out defense and all damage prepared. Inscription prepared for the scroll slot. I do not want to transfer this over because one, it does cost 10 conversion stones, and two, again, this would actually mean that I will be running destructive, and destructive for rally and garrison leads I don't think it's really the best idea, so I don't want to actually move that over. So I'm using this temporarily until I do make my marches Delta. Now, straight to the point is a new and the latest upgrade and the update that I made for my rally and garrison setup, and it has 1.9% all damage, which is almost maxed out roll. And then cavalry defense of 3.3% is also max roll. Now I do have 1.6% cavalry attack, and I have transmutation stones for me to actually reroll this during the stream. So let's actually try this, guys. I have four chances with 20 transmutation stones that I got from the events. Let's see where I would go with this so that I can complete my cavalry rally set with hopefully higher than 1.6% cavalry attack, because that would cost us a lot. Oh, I am not in our city. I'm not in our city? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cancel that. And let's go ahead and get that re-rolled, guys. Let's go ahead and get that re-rolled. All right, 4 times. Let's go. What? Streamer luck. I just re-rolled the exact same stats. Really? I didn't even know that was possible. I just re-rolled exactly same spot. 1.6% attack into 1.6% attack. Wow, that is crazy. I didn't even know that was possible. Okay, but hey. Hey, it happened. Some min is like LOL. All right, let's do it again. 3 more tries. 1. Hey, 2.2%. I'll take it, guys. I'll take it. Okay, replace. All right, 2.2% is not as bad as 1.6% attack. Let's go ahead and do it 2 more times because we have 10 more transmutation stones. 2.7%. What kind of luck is this? I got triple cavalry attack? What? So I went from 1.6 to 1.6, and then 2.2, and then 2.7%. Okay, I'll take it. Let's do one more time, guys. Let's do one more time. Let's see if we can continue the trend. What? Wait, hold on. What is the odd of this happening? So I re-rolled into cavalry attack 4 times, each step by step stronger than the other. What is going on here, guys? What is going on here? Lilith is watching this, guys. Lilith is watching this. I swear to God. The chat's going, well, WTF. Well, here's what it is, man. If you guys feel bad, become a Rise of Kingdom streamer. Oh, I turned off the chat overlay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. You guys are not really shown on the thing, but yeah, my apologies. But damn, 3.3%, guys. 3.3%. Real again. I don't have any more transmutation stones left, guys. But okay, that was crazy. 13.1% attack now. Wow. Okay. Well, my ultimate plan for completing this during the stream is complete, guys. Almost max roll on every single stats. Let's go, guys. Let's go. All right, and then my next armament, Battle Standard of the North, it has Invincible inscribed into it, 3.3% attack, 3.2% defense, and then 3.5% health, almost maxed out stats on all of this too. And then my Fearless is the one that I do need improvement on. And Sif Ahmed is like, reroll again, get 3.5% next. Hey, not gonna happen, man. Not gonna happen. I'm not even touching this for forever. There's no way I'm gonna get more than 3.3%, man. 3% attack, 3.4% defense, 3% health. Overall, not too bad, but it is the worst out of all the armaments that I have, except for the one that I have on this slot right here. But then again, that's not my ultimate armament that I do want to go for. The ultimate armament that I do want to go for is this one right here. So it is the worst one that I have, but still 9.4% health, cavalry stats. So overall, looking pretty solid, guys. Right? I'm only missing 0.9% attack, 0.8% defense, and health. If I say this is 3.5%, I'm missing 1.5% because I'm missing a lot from here. And everything else, I'm missing 1% here. So, yeah, guys. That's my cavalry stuff. And I have completed it throughout the last couple weeks. And I have finished it today on the stream, guys. Thank you so much for all the good words outside of those who said WTF. Let's go ahead and share this with the chat, guys. Just rerolled it on the stream. But yeah, that's my cavalry set, guys. Cavalry rally. Most likely, I'm gonna have one of the best rallies in the map. With that out of the way. It is very unlikely someone else will actually have a better rally stuff. For one, because not that many people are going to be running Arch rallies. A lot of people are going to be running Delta rally. And technically speaking, Arch is better for Attila Subutai rally because it does provide you a lot more counter swarm mechanism. So, and with almost all of it maxed out, I think I'll be in a pretty good shape for that, guys. Pretty good shape. But yeah, we got to see the reports. I agree. Of course, I'm not going to do well against Gorga Tokugawa because Gorga Tokugawa is just excessively strong against Attila Subutai, but we'll see. We'll see how to go about that. All right, well, I'll happily go ahead and finish the rest of my overview video, guys. And let's go. Where's my whole tubing at? And my whole tubing. My whole tubing is sitting at a pretty decent decent gear though. He's sitting at Iconic 2 helmet critted, and then everything else is critted except for the ring. And I have weapon critted and Iconic 4 because I used to use this before I got my KVK weapon and helmet. So he just inherited it, and this is actually not too bad for whatever I can use for whole tubing at the end of the day. So I'm using that at this very moment. Now, on the stream, I did want an Iconic for this if possible. I don't even know if I have enough materials for this. Let's just go ahead and see if we can do that. Iconic 2, I think is definitely possible. 3 is definitely possible. All right, Iconic 3 for the extra 650 unit capacity. That's nice. And let's see. Is this possible? No, I do not have materials for this. Which is all fine. I expected it. Iconic 3, it is what it is. I did want to give him that extra 1.5% more normal damage to the troops on the map, but it is what it is. But this is decent. This is decent. I do use whole tubing set for my Eleanor Hera if I do want to garrison my city while my rally is still running, because you have to be on a different alliance than what your current alliance is in. That means that enemy can actually open rallies against your city. And having a secondary gear that is as good as whatever you're seeing right now kind of gives you a security in your mind that, hey, I might be able to take a rally. I'm not going to die, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, so that's my whole tubing. I'm most likely going to use him with Joan of Arc Prime. It's a classic Joan of Arc Prime whole tubing rally. No, not rally, but fielding. And it's going to be good. And my third March is going to be Qin Shi Huang. And Qin Shi Huang is in a very good setting, in my opinion. It's currently sitting at 4-piece Dragon Breath pieces with helmet, chest piece, weapon, and gloves as Dragon Breath set, with 3% skill damage from this 4-piece set bonus, as well as 3% troop attack from 2-piece bonus. Now, the weapon is critted with Iconic 2, so that's the only thing that it has, like, Iconic. And then also at the same time, I am using 2 pieces of leadership of Pants and Boots, which will give me a lot of health for the Qin Shi Huang. You can see that I'm currently sitting at 14.5% of archer health, as well as 18.5% of troop health. This build actually gives you the most amount of health, but then again, it doesn't give you as much tankiness as the one that actually uses the leadership gloves and then Dragon Breath boost. But I think this is what I can do the best for Qin Shi Huang, and I'm using it. I'm using Ring of Doom instead of Horn of Fury, just because Qin Shi Huang's Horn of Fury efficiency does go down a little bit, so having extra damage on Ring of Doom is going to help Qin Shi Huang do extra damage on the field. And also at the same time, Call of the Loyal for that extra march piece so that Qin Shi Huang doesn't fall behind and can escape if he's in a dire situation. So overall, pretty solid set, I would say. And I have Wedge Formation for Qin Shi Huang, Hunter for the extra damage, and you can see that he's sitting on pretty low stats overall, but sitting in 3.1% all damage, which is pretty good. And as a result of that, I'm missing some health, 6.3%, but I do compensate the health that I'm missing from the 2 inscriptions that I have on each of those instrument, and I think over here, yeah, emblem, which will give me extra 6% health, which will end my set with 12.3% of archer health on top of 3.1% all damage, which is actually pretty good, in my opinion. So yeah, that's my archer set. Again, haven't changed too much on the archer set because most of my changes are actually on the next set that I am about to showcase, which is my Bai Chi. Now, Bai Chi, before this KVK, did not have a KVK helmet, did not have the Hammer of the Sun and Moon critted. So this is where I made the most amount of improvements. My infantry was kind of abandoned until I actually made his whole set. Now he's sitting pretty strong, guys. He's currently sitting on 2-2-2 set where he's using 2 pieces of KVK weapon and helmet, and 2 pieces of non-set pieces of Hope Cloak and Eternal Knight. I know that Eternal Knight is not the most optimal equipment that you can use right now, but it is the one that I had critted already, so might as well use it. And then I have the Van Braces of Eternal Empire, which is the infantry set gloves and boots. And all that piled up with Karuak's War Drums for me to actually buff the nearby allies' rage generation. So all of that together, combined with that, kind of gives him more of a support role, I would say, especially when I'm thinking about using Arthur behind, Liu Che behind Arthur, and then actually I'm thinking about moving Philip right behind Bai Chi. So I think having him run the Karuak's War Drum does make sense a little bit more in that sense. Now he is running on Wind Scars. I don't think I have the blueprint pieces for me to actually expertise that or talent it, but he's going to be faster with that 8% march speed that he is missing, and that kind of compensates for the fact that I'm not using the 4-piece bonus for the infantry set that I have right now. So overall, the stats that he has is not too bad at all. I think he has 100% stats, as far as what I can tell. Yeah, it's 97% here and then 3% defense, so 100% of stats overall. And on top of that, he does have Arch set up right now. I've been saving up conversion stone for me to actually convert the Arthur set to Delta set, so I haven't really translated this to Pincer, but it is actually just having a lot of stats overall. So it's not bad. 35.8% stats overall with 1 legendary and 1 rare inscription with Guardian, which will give you 2% less damage taken, less normal damage taken of all types. So that is my 4 March setup. And on my 5th March, I honestly don't really have a 5th March. I do have Engineering Commander, which is sitting on a basic engineering setup. John and Gonzalo are both expertise. And they are on a decent, okay armaments, to be honest, but they're not on the best setup, I would say. Guan Yu the same way. I actually dismantled his pants because I had to craft something else for my Baichu. I actually needed some materials for me to actually craft the Hammer of Sun and Moon. So I did dismantle my Guan Yu's pants. And I barely use Guan Yu, so it really doesn't matter. And he's sitting on some stat stick with Wish formation, but that's pretty much it. So, yeah, that is basically it for what I have for you today. All the stuff that I have prepared for the Zone 4, Pass 4 fighting. I'm currently waiting for our Mountain Warfare packages to be unlocked so that we will be able to max out the tech for everything that's coming up. So stay tuned for that. I'll be streaming again in 14 UTC. So that's going to be in like 12 hours from probably posting of this video. So please stay tuned for everything that I have prepared for you. And as always, I'll see you all in the next video. All right. Peace. Thank you guys. I didn't need to mute the music because the music does kind of get mixed up, and sometimes it makes my voice hard to hear during the editing of the video. So I do apologize for that. All right, so that was everything that I needed. I do want to get the valleys and garrisons done before I do move on to the events. So let's go ahead and do that. And obviously, once the Mountain Warfare package does drop, that's when I'll probably finish everything. But yeah, let's see. That's wild. What is your final set looking like? Let's go ahead and screenshot this, guys, and then share with everyone else. Oh wait, I just need to share this. Kevin? Yeah, this is brutal, guys. This is brutal. Almost max out attack and defense. Let's go, guys. Conquest MMR. The biggest whale in our kingdom got number 3 whales and quit. Wow. 20 days into the kingdom, we lost 50 million power player. Ouch. Ouch, man. 20 days in, someone was pushing 50 million power and just got 0 like that. Man, that's crazy, dude. That is crazy. I hope your kingdom doesn't disband or something like that, man. Yeah. Sometimes the big whales actually do have like ego fights here and there, but yeah, that's very unfortunate to hear, man. Yeah, that sucks. All right, let's see. Do I not have enough? Hold on. How many more? Oh, I need one more rally. Okay. Hopefully this one should be more than enough. Is someone else rallying too? Read the mail and get ready for the fight tomorrow. Alright. Ooh, I actually got the Epic Glory. Okay, that's not too bad. Do I want to stick to Scipio Emilianus though? I feel like for me to see the benefit of this is gonna take a long time. Now I'm having second thoughts on this. But I think it's better, yeah. Let's just get all this. While we're waiting for the rally to finish. Just get all these. Let's open some armament stuff too. Might as well, right? Nah, the 50 million power player quit. He's 0 to 30 million player. Oh, the rank number 1 guy quit. Oh, okay. Man, that sucks. But our alliance is still 530 million power without the 50 million guy, so we're still growing. All right, well, man, that's tough, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that, yeah. I hope, yeah, I hope nothing's like too detrimental. Like nothing crazy happens, man. All right, all right, all right, all right. Geared up, okay. I hope I can continue to stream until we do get the mountain warfare. But that's a little too long. That's a little too long. I think I will be okay. I'll showcase everything that I have. If not, I'll go ahead and farm some barbs. See if I can compensate for everything that I'm missing. Who knows? I'm just waiting to watch the event guide and chat. Yeah. Yeah, I apologize for the... I think I will be done, though. Once this guy's done with his rally. So, stay patient. Give me 5 minutes. I think I will be done. Unless this guy takes forever, then... I don't know what to do there. I'll go nuts, guys. I'll go nuts if that guy takes forever. I'm not gonna lie to you. Ooh. That does unlock my legendary, doesn't it? All right, let's see if we can get something from the legendary though. Oh, 1 gold head. I'll take that any day. 1 gold head, guys. Okay. And then that would unlock my second one. Oh, I got the 5 transmutation stone. Five transmutation stone. Is this the sign, guys? Is this the sign? That I actually try one more time for the 3.5%? There's no way. There is no way. There's no way that I'm gonna do this one more time. What do you guys think? Should I try it? Screw it, let's try it. And of course, my Arthur is not in the city. So yeah, that's how they stop you, man. That's how they stop you. Cool. I almost lost self-control, guys. I almost lost self-control. All right, let's go ahead and get all the crystal tech up. I do want to make sure that I do have maxed out leadership. I don't know if it's possible. Oh, I do need... Okay, I will need mountain warfare for that then, for sure. Okay. Where am I at in terms of 46.5? Okay, that's not too bad. World Gamer Z, my friend. Coach Musa. Yes, yes, yes. I am Coach Musa. Let's go ahead and change the thing. Oh, no. Why can't I display the chat, though? The setting got weird after yesterday, so I do want to apologize to you guys not seeing the chat in the screen anymore. The stream software asked me to log in again, and then I did, and then now it's not showing the chat. So I don't know what's going on there. It is what it is. And then I'll let our king know 46.4 and 5 now. Wait, what? Where was he? Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and move, guys. Let's go ahead and move to where every one of you here who is waiting for this. I understand. I do apologize for taking a long time. And that is Rise of Kingdoms complete event guide, guys. Rise of Kingdoms complete event guide. This is what you guys are here for today. A lot of you who are watching this, right? Is Commander Gathering on Desert Track the only one that you can get from the event shop? Is the Gathering Commander on the Desert Track only acquirable through event shop? At this very moment, I think so. Unfortunately, I think that's the case. All right, let's go ahead and see. Show taskbar. Okay, not showing the taskbar. Swap. No, duplicate the slideshow. Okay, there you go. No, that's not what I want to do though. Let's go ahead and get this from the beginning. And I'll swap it with everything else. And I'll make this into a window format so I don't need to see that. All right, guys. Are you guys seeing this or no? You are? Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and get started, guys, then. I'm going to go ahead and start recording now. All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Musa Game here, and today we're going to talk about the Rise of Kingdoms complete event guide, joined by the chat here, who is here on the live stream. Now, you guys might not be able to see the chat today because I think there was some setting issues that I actually had to go through today as I started off my Streamlab to turn on the stream. And it kind of messed up my chat system, so you don't see the chat that shows up somewhere here that you usually see. So I do apologize for that. And yeah, let's go ahead and see what happens. So what this is that this is an event guide for every single event that you will see as you play through Rise of Kingdoms over the days, weeks, and years for those of you who are playing for the years. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and take a look at each and every event that happens either regularly or on monthly or quarterly basis. And I'll be going over each and every event and what I would suggest in terms of the value that they have and what I would suggest for people who are free to play or pay to win, or even things like overall rating of those events, so that when you guys actually think about spending on those events, you guys would have a better idea of spending on this event or whether or not you should spend on this event or not. So that's what the purpose of this guide is. Does everyone understand what's going on? I hope so. I hope so. All right, let's go ahead and get started, guys. Rise of Kingdoms complete event guide. Now, let's see. This is a table of contents. Hold on, sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and get a helper here. Okay, this is table of content. And what this does, oh no. What this does is it actually shows you all the regular events that are actually happening. So we have Wheel of Fortune, Luke's puzzle box, egg event, hammer event, armor reveal, thyself event. Pretty straightforward. You guys probably have seen each and every one of those events so far. And yeah, you guys probably have enjoyed these events all together, right? So I would say those are pretty standard events that happens every other week or every week, whatever you like to see it. You'll see those events all the time while you're playing Rise of Kingdoms. Now, there are other events, other special events that I've added here. Things like Elysian Treasures event. Those are the events that you see actually right now in the game, where you will be able to actually get those chests and then open those chests for more chests, and then you'll be able to acquire those chests through other events like Desert Tracks and all that stuff. So I want to rate the latest event as well. And also at the same time, we'll be taking a look at Esmeralda's Prayer revamped. The reason why it's highlighted is because I think Esmeralda's Prayer gone through a significant revamp where it actually wasn't too bad before. Wasn't too good before, but now their value has actually gone up quite crazily. So that's why I wanted to kind of highlight that in a different setting. We have 7K Jam event, everyone's favorite event. Team Draw event. These are the events that you actually draw with like team with tickets, and more tickets you spend, you'll be able to get better results and all that stuff. There's those event. And then Search of Wonders event, which is another armament event that is outside of Armor Reveal Thyself, but it happens every quarter or every half year-ish and stuff. Desert Tracks is the event that we have right now going on at this very moment, so we'll go ahead and take a look at that. And Seasonal Donation event. Those are like the events that actually pops up whenever there's like a Chinese New Year, and then you have to donate after killing barbarians, those things. And also at the same time, you have to donate some gems so that you can get Goldes and city themes and all that good stuff. So that's the event that we're talking about. What about Fisherman's Fortune? I didn't put in Fisherman's Fortune because it's not an event that you'll be spending. It's just an event that you'll be doing throughout while you're doing other events. It's not something that you would spend a lot of money on. There is no way for you to spend outside of you buying some baits. So that's why I took out of it. I think the best course of action for that event is just for you to just participate in it, right? It's not an investment decision. There's no guide that you need to do this outside of, oh, well, you need to make sure that you go on a pond that there is a goldfish with the lowest amount of fish in it. So that's why I didn't include the Fisherman's Fortune. If I'm missing any event that you wanted to see on this list, please let me know in the comment down below or in the chat here, because I'll be thinking about adding those and updating those in the future, maybe, if this video does well. All right, let's go ahead and see the regular events. Now, the first event that I have here is actually the Wheel of Fortune event. Now, this is the most standard way for you to get meta commanders. And this is the one event that I did participate in most recently for me to actually get YSG heads, right? And you guys saw me do this all the time. Sorry, I'm moving over some taskbars and stuff, so I do apologize. All the problems here. I'm trying to set up a pen here, so I do apologize for that. And it is probably the best way for you to get commander sculptures. Now, this event is actually targeted for all users. It's not meant for only whales. It's meant for all users. Like, obviously, any user that is playing Rise of Kingdoms should be getting a commander called YSG, right? So this is an event that is actually meant for everyone. And this is also an event that actually happens every other week. So every other week, without failure, you'll be able to see a Wheel of Fortune show up to your event screen, and you'll be able to pull for commanders that you actually want to pull if they are on the list of commanders that you can pull for the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the rewards expectation, if you do about 10 spins, you can actually get about 10 commander sculptures. Just typically speaking, you'll be able to get like the basic commander unlocked when you do spin for 10 times. Of course, you can get a little luckier, you can get unluckier, but just rule of thumb, you'll be able to get about 10 commander sculptures as you pull 10 times. Now, if you do 45 spins, you'll be able to get 30 to 40 total commander sculptures, because you do get a pity around 45. I think that gives you about like 10 gold heads or something like that. Something along the lines that does give you a lot of values. And then when you do full spins, you get a wide variety of range from 70 to 100 commander sculptures, depending on how many sculptures that you can actually get from each spin. So yeah, that's basically what you can expect from this event. And in terms of value, so let me actually see if I can do this on the screen. Pen. Let's see. In terms of value, I will say the value of this event, oh no, is about B. Okay, that's not looking too good, is it? Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. In terms of value that you can get from this event, let's just actually go ahead and get it from this screen, because it's a lot easier. I was trying to get it from the screen with all those fancy stuff, but let's just go ahead and add the values here. In terms of value, I'll say it's a B. It's the most standard event that you can actually find in terms of the value wise. And then importance, I would say it is A+. This is one of the most important events in Rise of Kingdoms. And yeah, there is not that many events that you can find in Rise of Kingdoms that you'll be able to find that is like more important than this event. This is where you can get your new commanders. This is where you can get the meta commanders. This is where you'll be able to kind of replenish all the commander sculptures that you don't have for those commanders. So this is one of the most important event in Rise of Kingdoms. I'll actually put this as S. It is probably one of the most important events in Rise of Kingdoms. Now, is it free-to-play friendly? No. This event is not free-to-play friendly. If you're free-to-play, I would say you should spend 10 times and just get the commander heads every time that you see those wheels where you have a lot of good commanders that you're thinking about. If you can save up some gems, you can spin up to 30 to 40 times. But as soon as you spin more times, all the way to the full spins, this loses value significantly. So I'll say the free-to-play friendly, I would say it's a B-. Yeah, our Wheel of Fortune RNG is a bit rough, but fun. Yeah, Prime Lion ROK. Yeah, it is a bit fun, but it is very, very rough. I'm gonna say that it is a very rough event. This is where lots of OG Commander has come from. Yeah, exactly. So my restart project just went through YSG Wheel, and it was good. But then again, at the same time, it was rough. It was rough. I wasn't too lucky. I had to go through all the other events for me to get YSG expertise. And yeah, it's rough. And overall rating, I'll say it is a B+ event. It is one of those necessary events that you have to go through. But then again, it is something that you really have difficulty getting the most value out of, because the rates are so bad. I've seen 1/8 gold heads, 1/8 of YSG heads just pop up throughout like 110 spins that I did in the last stream. So the chances are really bad. I mean, if you're lucky, by all means, like this event could feel good, but most of the times, if you watch other people's streams, it is probably one of the most difficult events that you can actually get the most value of. All right, so that was Wheel of Fortune. Let's just go ahead and move on to Dialog's Puzzle Box. So this is an interesting event where you'll be able to get a lot of legendary materials or epic materials from solving the puzzle. This is a guessing game, and if you guess the one slot that actually the legendary equipment materials is hiding in, then it would actually clear the entire map and give you some extra materials here and there. In terms of value, I would say it is. It is A for free trials, and then I would say the overall value is actually a C, but A for five free trial. Yeah, try C plus. Yeah, so if you're one of those people who are actually going after materials, yes, you can go for it. But the overall value that you're getting out of this is actually nowhere near a good event like Egg Event can provide you. But it does give you 5 free trials for you to actually clear the first stage. So if you're really lucky, you can actually get some good materials. But this is one of those events that are just there for you to get more materials if you need to. But then again, it's not the most exciting event overall, in my opinion. And that's just it. I mean, how many gems did you spend to expertise YSG? I spent about 540 gold heads before I actually spin the wheels, on top of 72,000, 72 to 75,000 gems just on spinning the wheel like 100 times. And also I got a lot of heads from the events that were just happening. So so that's what I did for Wheel of Fortune. But let's stick to the puzzle box event. Now, C plus for the value. This is what I'll give. Actually, let's go through from the top. So primary rewards for this is materials. The target user is for everyone. Frequency, I would say it happens every month, right? Because it will rotate with. So every week there will be 1 week that you'll get either materials or equipment chests, and then you get wheel week, and then you'll get another material equipment week, and then you'll get wheel week. So every month is usually how you would actually get it. Actually, every 4 weeks is more accurate, right? So every 4 weeks is more accurate because 4 weeks is not a full month. And then rewards expectation, you can get like 1 or 2 legendary materials most likely per stages that you actually get. I would say 1.5 is more accurate because if you actually get one of those tiles right, then you'll get a legendary material. And then everything else kind of adds up to half of legendary materials, in my opinion. Again, the value I'll give it is C+. And again, if you want to just go ahead and go for the first 5, that is free, then it's fine. But everything beyond that, I don't think is really worth it. Importance of this is actually a C plus, and a C, yeah. It's one of the least important events that are just there. As a more of a filler, if you really need a lot of materials and you don't really need you don't really have that many ways that you can actually spend money on, this is an event that you can try, but it's not one of the most important events that you can find in Rise of Kingdoms. Is it free to play friendly? I would say it's a B. Again, it does give you 5 trials in the beginning, but that's where most people actually stop. So I would say it's neither free to play friendly or pay to win friendly. So that's what I'll give for the event. Overall rating for the event, I'll go ahead and give it a C plus. Again, value, importance, free to play friendly. It's all kind of meh about this event. So yeah, I think this is a pretty accurate description of this event in my opinion. But yeah, and don't get me wrong, for getting materials, this is actually not a bad event. And if you just need materials and materials alone, but But in all honesty, there's events that are better that will give you both materials and legendary equipment pieces. Why not go ahead and do those events instead? Is what I would personally suggest. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the egg event. Egg event, guys. Egg event. This is everyone's favorite event. And this is where you'll be able to get. Let's just go ahead and get from the top. Get everything through from the top. Now, the primary rewards for this event is actually legendary blueprint pieces and materials. And everyone should be doing this. If you're, regardless of free to play or pay to win players. And the frequency of this is every month. Again, just like how the puzzle box event is every month, this is every month. And it rotates every other week with dig event, which I'll showcase in a bit. But then again, yeah, this is one of those events that will actually give you both legendary blueprints, legendary equipment blueprints, as well as materials. And the rewards expectation you can usually get, and this is just my speculation, but you can usually get 1 blueprint per 50 pulls if you get lucky. And then all the pities will actually give you like 10 pieces, I believe, if you only pull 10 times. And I think if you pull only 10 times, this is probably one of the most free-to-play friendly event that you can possibly find, because you can get 10 legendary blueprint pieces. And if you get lucky, you'll be able to get more. If you're not, then you'll be able to get less. But then again, overall, if you're raising a farm who needs a legendary materials, you can actually just pull 10 times every time you see an egg event. This is what I would suggest for the egg event. Value-wise, this is an S-tier event, in my opinion. I think this is probably one of the best places that you can spend your gems on, no matter where you are, whether you're free-to-play or pay-to-win players. I think you can get the most value out of your gem event that among the events that actually have regular occasions. So among the events that take place every month, I think this is the event that will give you the most amount of value. And I don't think that many people would actually disagree with you on that. And then this goes for everyone. This goes for free-to-play players as well as pay-to-win players. So I think this is probably the best event that you can possibly run in Rise of Kingdoms. Importance is also S. I would say S minus though, because this is not the only place that you can actually get legendary blueprints, legendary equipment blueprints from. Unlike the Wheel of Fortune event. Wheel of Fortune event is the only place that you can get Season of Conquest or the Meta Commander sculptures from. But this event is not the only source of legendary equipment blueprints. So I would say the importance is a little less from Wheel of Fortune event, but it is still very, very important. Now, is it free to play friendly? I would say it's an A. It's a solid A, because all the free-to-play players, in my opinion, should still pull 10 times whenever there is an egg event, in my opinion. Because that's the only way that you can actually get legendary blueprint, equipment blueprint pieces. So, yeah, I think this is the only... if you're free-to-play, you should do this event. If you're pay-to-win, you should do this event. And pay-to-win players will just have to go ahead and pull all the maximum amount of pulls that you can possibly get for this event, up to 100, up to the pity. And then free-to-play should actually just play this 10 times and get the rewards for 10 times and just be done. Is my suggestion. Overall rating of this event, I'll go ahead and give it an S minus. It's a very, very good event. And it's probably one of the best events that you'll find that happens every month. So if you see an egg event, if you see a blueprint piece that you want to get at, make sure you go ahead and pull for those, because you'll be able to get not only the legendary blueprints, but also the materials for it. And in terms of the amount of materials that you'll get from this event, obviously it's not going to be as much as the puzzle box event, because puzzle box event is dedicated for you getting the materials. So I think the expected value out of it is actually a little less, but you still get legendary blueprints along the way. So this is actually really, really good event if you want to go ahead and go for that. Go for those legendary blueprints and materials at the end of the day. Now, moving on to Dig Event, or what people would like to call it, Hunt for History. This is an event that actually happens every month as well, on a rotating basis of 2 weeks with the egg event. So if 2 weeks ago egg event happened, then this week it is guaranteed that you're gonna have a Hunt for History event happening, unless you're in a younger kingdoms like KVK1 or pre-KVK kingdoms. So this is one of the important events that you'll actually find. This is the primary purpose of this event, is that you get the legendary blueprints. Unlike the egg event, you can still get some materials, but that's not the primary purpose of why you're doing this. You're actually doing this just for the legendary blueprints, because no one's doing this event for legendary materials, to be honest with you. And those are just like just nicer way to say, oh, you didn't get the legendary blueprints. But yeah, legendary blueprint is the primary reward. Target user is for all, and then frequency is every month, like I said. And then the rewards expectation. I will say if you spend 60 to 80 hammers, you'll be able to clear 5 floors. That is 4 floors of regular floors that you'll be able to get the epic equipment chest pieces for, and also the every five floors that you actually clear, you'll be able to get 8 pieces of legendary equipment blueprint pieces. So about 60 to 80, every 60 to 80 hammers that you actually spend, you usually get about 8 selected blueprints per 60 to 80 of hammers. Now, the reason why this event is okay, is simple, is because unlike egg event, where they choose, that the game actually chooses which pieces of equipment that you can get from the egg event every month. For example, this month could be a weapon and accessory month, and then the next month could be the helmet and pants event, right? Whereas Hunt for History can actually choose which blueprint that you actually want to get from, so that it gives you more freedom in terms of what legendary blueprints that you're actually going for. But because they don't give you as much materials and legendary materials for this, the value of this goes down significantly. And that's why I'll give the value a B for Dig event or Hunt for History event. Again, this event gives you more kind of like it gives you more ways for you to more freedom of selecting which legendary blueprints that you want, but the value in which that you get for every gem that you spend is a lot less than the egg event, because you're not getting as much legendary material chests or pieces as the egg event. The importance of this event is also pretty big, but then again, it's not as important as the egg event, I'll say. I'll say this is an A minus. Is it free to play friendly? Surprisingly, this isn't actually free to play friendly event. I'll give this an A minus, because you can always accumulate as many of those hammers as possible over the course of the months and years that you're actually playing Rise of Kingdoms, and you can get those all free to play. You just can't get it in every event because you will need, again, 60 to 80 hammers that you can per each 5 stages that you need to clear for you to get 8 legendary blueprints. But for you to get that many hammers, you need to clear through 2 months worth of Hunt for History, the free-to-play farming. So yeah, it is free-to-play friendly, but not really at the same time, is what I was saying. Overall rating for this event, though, I'll give it a B+, because the value of it that you actually get from this is actually not that amazing. So at the end of the day, if you have to choose between the 2 events that you want to run for legendary blueprints, a lot of people would actually choose the egg event over the Hunt for History event. So that's why I'll give it a B+. Now, this is everyone's favorite. Just kidding. Ooh, actually, give me a second, guys. I'll be right back, guys. I have to take a little bit of break. Restroom break. I'll be right back, guys. Give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. All right, guys, I am back. My apologies for the delay. Let's just go ahead and get right to the Armor and Reveal Thyself event, guys. All right, so Armor and Reveal Thyself event. This happens every month. I believe it happens in rotation with the egg event or something like that, or maybe with yeah, but it happens every month as far as what I can tell. I could be wrong. It could be every 2 weeks, but Armor Reveal Thyself event. This is an event where you'll be able to get armors by pulling some of those buying some of those tickets, and then buying a partially information revealed armors from this event. Now, the target user for this is everyone, and then frequency of this happening is, I think, every month still. I could be wrong. And then the rewards expectation for this is 2 to 4 tickets per epic armaments, and then 20 to 30 per legendary, unless it has a special inscription, then, or not special inscription, unless it has an inscription, then the ticket cost could go up to like 70 or 80. Kind of crazy, right? The value that you get out of this, in all honesty, is not a lot, because here's the thing. The only reason why people would actually be doing this Armor Reveal Thyself event is for people like me who is very close to hitting a pity on legendary material, legendary armaments. Like you see, like I was 9 out of 10 on the pity for my armament for the straight to the point. And I had to go through a lot of Armor Reveal Thyself event so that I can cycle through a lot of legendary armaments so that I can get through the pity as fast as I can. So value of this is actually really, really bad in my opinion. I would say it is a C+. I would say it is C+. Yeah, but it is the only place that you can get through armaments as soon as possible. So the importance of this, ironically, is actually really, really high for high spenders. If you're a high spender, the importance of Armor Reveal Thyself event is actually really, really off the chart. So I would say it's an A+. I would even say it's an S-. But I would say for whales, no, I would say it's A+, then S+ for whales. Yeah, there isn't a single event that is more important than this event, in my opinion, for whales, because you need to get through as many of those special inscription or legendary armaments as much as possible, so that you can actually finish your legendary armaments at the end of the day. Now, is it free to play friendly? Absolutely not. This is probably, I don't know, C plus. Yeah, this is probably one of the least free to play friendly events. I mean, if you're free to play, you probably shouldn't be playing this event to begin with, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's just my honest opinion on this. And overall rating for this event, I would say it's a B minus. It's a B. Again, it is very, very valuable for whales. It's probably one of the most sought after events for whales because you have to cycle through your pities as much as you can. So it is very important for whales. But for most players, for free to play and the mid to low spenders, this event doesn't really mean anything. You could aim for like rare or like special inscriptions every now and then, but the chance of you getting that is actually not that high. But the importance of it is still there. So I would say it's an A. By the way, if you guys actually disagree or if you guys have something to add on the chat, please feel free to add on the chat, guys. Yeah, so that's all the regular events that I wanted to go through. I'll go ahead and move on to other special events. Now, Elysian's Treasure. This is the most recent event that actually started happening. I would say the primary rewards for this is Commander Sculptures. You can get Commander Sculptures from this event by clicking on one of those chess pieces after you get enough mileages. And I think that's the primary rewards for this at the end of the day, right? It's for everyone, and it happens. I don't know how often this event will happen. Most likely it will be probably an annual thing. But we'll see. And the rewards expectation, I don't know. I don't know about this. This is still questionable, I think. Like, I think we're all still learning the event a little bit. And depends on the, I'll say depends on the tier that you're actually trying to aim for. I think this is the best way that I can put this. Right, guys? For that event, I feel like it's pretty free-to-play friendly. Yeah, I agree. I actually agree with you 100% on that. I was going to get to that, but yeah, this event, you get a lot of chests from the free-to-play event. So obviously, you may not be able to finish the whole event by being free-to-play friendly, but like, I think this event is pretty friendly for a lot of users. For all users, actually. I would say the value, though, value is not too good. I would say it's like B+. It doesn't give you too much gold heads unless you get to the later stages of the final rewards. So I would say it's a B+. It has some good items. It doesn't have that much materials, which is unfortunate. But yeah, like you can get gold heads eventually. You can get transmutation stones. All that good stuff. Value-wise, I'll give it a B+. It's missing some materials, but it is what it is. Importance? It's not that important. I'll say it's a B. It's a good added event. I'll say it's a standard event. It's a good event. I'm not saying this is not a bad event. I'm not saying this is a bad event. This is a good event. But I would say this is not like the most important event in the world, right? Like, but you know, I love this event, to be honest with you. But it's not the most important event in the world. Now, with that said, is it free to play friendly? I think absolutely. I think this is probably A+. This is way more free to play friendly than I thought. I think if you're paying attention to the chat, you'll be able to get some epic chests every now and then. And then you can kind of cheer up pretty easily, I feel like. Again, we're still 1 or 2 days into the stream, into the game, into this event. So I don't know 100%. But yeah, I would say this event is not bad at all. And overall rating of this, I'll give it a A minus. It's not a bad event. It's not that important, but the value and the free-to-play friendly part, I think this event is actually not bad at all. I'm Bob, to be honest. Hey, Musa, how have you been? Unless you're recording the video right now. I was. But what I'm going to do, I just realized that this is not looking too good, right? So I couldn't put in a screen. I couldn't put up a slideshow while I'm actually adding all those numbers in. So I'm going to record a separate video tomorrow. So I'm not recording anything. No problem, man. Yeah, I was recording originally, and I turned it off. So Johnny, you're right. You're late? No problem. I'll record a video separately, and then I'll go ahead and post it later. So if you guys missed it, no problem. Summon, am I going to live stream the past 4? Yes, I am going to. All right, let's get to the next event. Esmeralda's Prayer, guys. Esmeralda's Prayer. So, Esmeralda's Prayer is a very interesting event where if you're really lucky, I mean, like, if you're really, really lucky, you can get everything in this thing by hitting all those special rewards only, and then you get the full rewards here as well as the pity that you actually get from it. But let's just go ahead and read it through. Okay, the primary rewards for this event is materials, blueprints, gems, gold heads, and speed ups, everything that you can possibly imagine in Rise of Kingdoms that has value. This is a very good event, in my opinion. This has a lot of different things. Target user is for everyone, and this comes around only twice per year. And the rewards expectation for this is 2,000 gems. You can see that there is 2,000 gems from the special, 10 blueprints, about 30 legendary materials, 10 gold heads from the pity, and there's a lot more. There's a lot of blueprints, there's a lot of speed ups. There's a lot more than that, but all of that added together creates a pretty good value. So in terms of value, though, I think what they did was they revamped the rewards that you get from hitting those. So I would say the value of this event is actually pretty good. I'll say A++. This is a very valuable event. I mean, you get a lot of speed ups. You get 3-day speed ups, and you get a lot of 15 times 15. That is 225. That's about what, 9 days of speed up. Just in general, I think this is a really valuable event. Importance, though, I would say importance is not too important, though. I'll say a B+. It does give you a lot of materials. It does give you a lot of legendary blueprints, but you can't really get a full blueprint out of it at the end of the day, right? So I would say the importance of Esmeralda's Prayer is not that amazing, but it's good. Is it free-to-play friendly? Absolutely not. This is not a free-to-play friendly event. If you get really lucky, maybe, but in average, I think this is a B-. I was gonna say C+, but let's say C+. It's not one of those events that you can play as free-to-play, even if you have a lot of gems. But you can still buy a lot of spins with gems, so I'll say B+. B+ is a decent amount. I think B-. B- is a decent amount, I think. All right, so all that combined together, I would say Esmeralda's Prayer is a very A- event. Really good event. I think before the revamp, it was really bad event, but now after the revamp has happened, especially for the rewards that they updated into the pities, I think the event actually has stepped up pretty good. And then I would say if you have Esmeralda's Prayer, you should try to see if you can get all the rewards out of it. But, you know, you gotta sometimes get really lucky with those events at the end of the day. So, so that's the only downside of it. But I think this is a very good event. Just overall, in general. Now let's go ahead and move on to the next event that we have here, which is 7K gem event. Oh yeah, but how does the Circus of Wonder work? I got no clue how it works. So apparently, Circus of Wonder, you kind of spend $2 to get entered into a raffle, and then if you get lucky, you get a dagger blueprint apparently. But I heard that if you get lucky, you can get some other rewards as well. I would say the best use of that event is that if you have some flux coins left and you have nowhere else to use that $2 one, just go ahead and use it for that and see where you get with it. I mean, still a full blueprint of a dagger is worth more than $2, so just test your luck there. But 7K gem event, guys. 7K gem event. The primary rewards that you'll be able to get from this is gold test, materials, gems. And target user for this is everyone. And frequency, I would say 2 to 3 times per year, right? I think you see 2 to 3 times per year of a 7K gem event every year. No? I think, yeah, 2 to 3 times is pretty decent. And rewards expectation, obviously, you have 40 to 45 gold tests. There's a lot of gold tests that you can actually get from this. And then if you claim all the way to level 25, I think you get more than 7,000 gems, right? Am I wrong? What if you don't get lucky? I don't think you get really much, to be honest with you. So, yeah, I don't think you get too much stuff. So, yeah, but I think you get more than 7K gems total. But I could be wrong. And can someone let me know if they know how much gems that you actually get in return out of spending 7K gems? 7K gems is SSS for free-to-play friendly. I would disagree with you on that real quick in a bit. It is free-to-play friendly, but it is not the most free-to-play friendly event anymore, I feel like. But let's go ahead and go back to that. And the value of this event, I would say the value of this event is S+. Yeah, you get 7K gems, and you have a lot of gold tests. All you need to do is make sure you farm a lot of barbs and get through all the events at the end of the day. So I would say this event is very, very good for that. The importance, I would say, is an A-. It's not a necessary event, but it is one of the big events that you get a lot of gold tests from. And gold tests in Rise of Kingdoms is a very important thing in Rise of Kingdoms. There's no way that you can get more gold tests than other people outside of you actually raw gemming the gold tests from the VIP shop. So the fact that they give a lot of gold tests in return on top of all those materials and everything else, I would say it's important. It's pretty good, especially even though the event itself is optional. Now, is it free-to-play friendly? I would say it's S-, S+ before. So, I think 7K gem event was probably the most free-to-play friendly event that you could possibly find in Rise of Kingdoms before. But ever since they added the third column that gives you like the $10 bundle and all that, I feel like the race of wish that they drop the one of those, like the progress items, have actually gone down pretty significantly, so that you actually have to buy the $10 bundle here. Is how I feel. Or am I wrong? I feel like you have to use a lot more action points than you used to, in my opinion. Unless you bought the third row. So it could just be me, but that's just how I feel about the free to play, the 7K gem event, in my opinion. Anyone disagrees? Because, yeah, I'm doing this live stream so that we can actually talk about this. But again, this was the most free to play friendly event before, ever. But now, with the third column added, and I feel like the race at which that you get those from killing barbarians has gone down. So that you're kind of semi-forced to buy the third column. It's not S plus anymore. I'll say it's an S minus. And overall rating, I don't think will change. This is an S tier event. This is probably one of the best events that you'll find in Rise of Kingdoms. But you guys let me know. You guys let me know what you think. The race went down. I haven't played that event in 5 years. Yeah. I feel like the race has gone down. I could be wrong. But ever since they added the new tier of rewards that you have to spend some money to get, I think the race has gone down to a degree. I'm Bob, to be honest. I really like the 7K gem event. I would say it has to be one of the best. Yeah, I think it's, without a doubt, it's one of the best events. It's the only event I think that got a solid S, right? Yeah, that's the only event that we went through so far that got a solid S. So this is the best event. I agree, it is tough to finish. I know. It used to be really easy to finish, I feel like. And I think nowadays it is really tough for you to finish unless you use a lot of action points. And then action points do have value at the end of the day too, right? So I'll say, yeah, it has gone down in that value, I think, to a degree. So again, I think it is S minus with free to play friendly. It's still free to play friendly, but not as much, in my opinion. Team draw event. This is one of those events that comes around every year or every 6 months that you'll be able to pull for your commander of your choice by purchasing the tickets that you actually get. Now, the target user for this, it's not all. It's more like more for pay to win. I would say this is more for pay to win players. There's some tickets that you can get, but for you to actually get the full value out of it, I think you need to buy the bundles and all that stuff. Again, it happens every 1 or 2 times per year. And then rewards expectation. I feel like if you spend 2 to 3 tickets, you can get 1 commander sculpture. Depending on your luck. And the value of this, I think value of this is actually pretty good. I think it used to be S, but I think it's A now. I think it used to be S plus when released. This is probably the right way to go about it. When it was first released, I think the rates were much higher. That you got a lot of gold heads from this event. But I think the second time that this event came around, the rates weren't really that good, as it used to be, in my opinion. So that it went from S plus to A in terms of the value. My personal opinion. I could be wrong. But yeah, that's just how I feel. Importance is not that important. The event itself is not that important. I'll say the value is still A plus though. Actually, I take that back. Is it free to play friendly? I would say it's not. It's probably one of those most pay to win player focused events that you'll find in Rise of Kingdoms. So overall rating, I'll give it a B plus. Again, It used to be really amazing in terms of the value. It used to be a solid A tier event. But now, I feel like ever since they lowered the rate the second time they came around with this, I feel like it is not as good as it used to be. So, but I think the value wise, it's actually not too bad. So if you're a spender, I think this is not an event that you want to pass on. It's my honest opinion, especially if you're in the earlier part of the game. Now, in Search of Wonders. So this is like the interesting another legendary armament event. I think this comes around every 2 to 3 times per year, right? The rewards expectation is armament, but the problem with this event is that you don't really get the armament of your choice all the time. The concept of that kind of is weird for me, I feel like. Like, why would you want to do this when you can just go ahead and do Armor Reveal Thyself event? Right? If you can just choose what armaments that you want to get, why do you want to go get some armament event that would give you something in random? Like, I never understood the logic behind that. And this event is a lot rarer than Armor Reveal Thyself event. When is the 7K gem event? I don't know. If you're talking about this stream, I did do it just right before this. So if you want to rewind it back a little bit and then watch that together, that's also fine. But yes, in Search of Wonders, I would say the value is like B. It's not the most amazing. It's not the worst. Importance is pretty much C. It's not an important event, in my opinion. I feel like if you want to go ahead and go through all your armors, I think Armor Reveal Thyself is a much better choice. Is it free to play friendly? No, this is not a free to play friendly. I would say this is a B minus. No, I would say it's C plus. This is not a free to play event at all. So, yeah. And overall, I would say this is a C plus event. It's not the most amazing event that you can find in Rise of Kingdoms. If you want your armaments, I think it is better that you actually go ahead and do Armor and Reveal Thyself event instead. It's my honest opinion. All right. Oh, we're down to the last two, guys. We're down to the last two. I've been streaming for like 2 hours and a half, so I'm tired. But let's just get through this. Okay, so this event, I'll call it the seasonal donation event. I call the seasonal donation event right here. And the primary rewards for this is you can get Commander Sculptures, materials, and Epic City Skins. These are the events that comes around every quarter-ish. And you'll be able to get like Epic City Skins every now and then. And also if you gem enough, or if you get enough of those premium tokens, then you'll be able to get more legendary materials and legendary or epic materials, legendary commander sculptures from this, right? And obviously epic city skins materials, 5 gold heads ish. You can get it at max if needed. Value of this event is actually not too bad. I would say it's A minus. Importance, I would say this event is actually not that important in my opinion. Like, it is important in the sense that it is a way for you to get epic city skin. So I'll say it's an A minus, because for new players like my restart account, this is probably where you'll be able to get your first epic city skins that will fit your troop type, because they give you like the epic city skin choice chest, right? So I think this is pretty important, but not as important as like all the other events. But because this is an event where you'll be able to get the epic city skin of your choice, I'll say it's a A minus. Is it free to play friendly? I think so. I think this event is pretty free to play friendly. unless you actually want to spend a lot of gems on the premium token, you can actually play this event free to play no matter what you do. So I think this is not a bad event. And overall, I would say this event is probably an A- event. Pretty solid event. Importance and value is meh, but I'll give it an extra points because it does give you the epic city skin. And yeah, if you have those events, everyone's gonna be playing it. Everyone utilizes it differently, but I feel like it is a pretty good event overall. Now, let's go into the desert track. This is desert track. Yeah, desert tracks. This is the latest event that actually got released. I think it got revamped, to be honest with you. All the rewards. And it's actually not that bad. So I think it's worth talking about it. The primary rewards for this is gold test, materials, and armament items from the shop. I don't remember seeing that many stuff on the shop before, to be honest with you. So I think that's part of the revamp that I was thinking about. I could be wrong, but I think it wasn't this good. The shop used to be not this good, right? Where they didn't really have that many items that you can get from armors and all that stuff. The target users for everyone, I think. And this actually comes around every once a year-ish, or twice a year-ish. Rewards expectation. If you actually are free to play, you can actually still get up to commander heads if you do spend a little bit more gems. And then you can also get other stuff like materials, armor and items from the shop itself too. There's a lot of things that you can actually get from this. The value-wise, I feel like with all of the things that was added to this, I would say it's it's a solid A event. It's not the worst event. It's not the best event in the world by no means, but it is actually pretty good. I feel like no. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. All the dices that you can get for like 80% off, just with those, you can get a lot of good stuff, in my opinion. The importance wise, I would say is B+. I mean, it's not really a necessity event, but it's not bad at all. I feel like I think they're pretty good, and given that you can get a lot of legendary commander sculptures from this, I would say importance is pretty big. Free to play friendly. I would say this is also a B+. I mean, if you have gems, free-to-play players would have gems too, obviously. And if you have gems, you can still use those to get the 80% off dices. And if you're lucky, you'll be able to get some legendary commander sculptures, the whole sculpture chest from the chest. You can get 20 of them, maybe. And all in all, I would say this is a very good, solid A- event, right? It's on right now. I see a lot of people playing it. I played it. I got a lot of value out of it. And I felt like this event used to be pretty mid. Like the desert track event used to be pretty mid, but now I feel like with all those new rewards that you can get from it, I don't know. I feel like this event is actually pretty good now. So yeah, that's why I gave it an A-. Hopefully this is actually really... This is something that we see more often. I like this event. I don't know. I used to not care about this event at all. I think I like this event now a lot. All right, so here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to go ahead and save this. Oh no, why can't I save this? I'll save it later. But I'll go ahead and save this slide. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a separate video, guys. I'm going to make a separate video because it doesn't look cool that I'm actually editing this live on the PowerPoint. So I'm going to make a separate video. I'm going to go ahead and slideshow this from the beginning. And then I'm going to talk about everything that I just talked about, but in a video setting, and edit it out so that, it looks cool, sounds cool. I made this PowerPoint just so that it should look cool, but then again, I thought it would be better for me to actually, talk about the value, importance, free-to-play friendly overall rating with everyone here who's on the live stream. But yeah, since all this is complete now, I'm going to go ahead and record a video separately from this, so that you guys can watch this again in a video. So if you guys missed some of those parts of this particular event guide, please feel free to watch it in a video separately. Yeah, my avatar blocks part of it. So yeah, I'll go ahead and remove my avatar when I do record it. The free-to-play friendly and overall rating? Really? It blocks it? Let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and see how that goes. Oh yeah, it does. So yeah, I'll go ahead and remove my avatar when I do record this. Thank you for letting me know. I would have had to re-record this all the way. But that's it for everything that I have for you today. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys did enjoy today's video, please go ahead and drop me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna go ahead and take off because I will have to stream tomorrow morning as well. And I hope you guys actually enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, please go ahead and like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And if you haven't already done so, please feel free to join the Discord from the link down below. And as always, thank you so much for joining today's stream, and I'll see you all in the next stream, guys. Do you perhaps know how much you gotta spend for level 7 of the Elysium event? I'm level 2, man. I don't know. I have no idea, but I think it is achievable without spending. I could be wrong, but you can test it out and let me know, man. Join the Discord and let me know, guys. Because I have zero idea how that event is gonna play out. We're all playing this event for the first time, so I have zero clue, guys. I have zero clue. But let's find out together, I guess. All right, guys. Yeah, today was an extra long live stream. Yeah. I didn't know that the earlier part of the stream was gonna take longer, so I do apologize for that. And thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I'll see y'all in the next live stream. Thank you. Bye bye.